Welcome back to Drive-Thru Interview. This is our third episode, and if you don't know what this is the first time you've been here, what we decided to do is interview some of our very own people, take them to wherever they like to eat. Actually, they generally bring it to me, and that's really nice. And we're going to do the episode theme on the arts. So we're interviewing Andrey, Elizabeth, Dongju, and Andrew. So here we are. And I just wanted to say, give a shout out to all the rising sixth graders that are coming in. We are not meeting in person yet, but we can't wait to and hang out and get to know you guys. And to all you seniors that graduated high school and are leaving out of town, bye. I'm just kidding. We'll see you soon. Hopefully not too soon, depending on the coronavirus. But anyway, we are here today with Andrey. Hey, Andrey.
Hi.
What food have you brought us today?
I have Diablos.
This is a Christian show. Wait, I get both of those?
No, that's one for you and one for Josiah.
Oh, one for Adam.
Yeah.
Wait, you knew my order? That's
Yeah.
amazing. All right, let's see what. Oh, they gave us chips. Is there any salsa in this? Here you go, Adam. Here's your order. Hopefully you'll have salsa in yours. All right.
And then
What else?
I
What?
also have coffee for you.
I am so parched. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside. I get coffee and Diablos. Okay. For those that are wondering, yes, I am interviewing 3 people today, but the other ones are at Tropical Smoothies, so I'm not going to be eating 3 dinners. Thank you very much for all you judgy people. All right, Andrey, you have been with us for how many years? When did you start coming to One Light?
I came to One Light at my senior year of high school.
Oh, really?
My senior, yeah.
What year was that?
So.
What year did you graduate?
2014.
Oh,
Yeah.
6 years ago? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. We're interviewing you because of the arts.
Yeah,
You're an artist.
I guess.
I know when people say that, like,
It-
when do you come out and say? That's the first question. When do you come out and say that you're actually an artist? What do you have to do to achieve that status?
I don't know necessarily. I mean, I just do art. That's basically it.
That's the best answer, I
Yeah.
think. I just do art. All right, so what's your favorite medium?
Medium.
For those that don't know about art, it's what you use to make your art.
I used to draw a lot.
Pencil?
Yeah.
Charcoal?
and- yeah,
Or
I
just
tried.
regular pen? Did you get the fancy pencils with the different leads, like HB
Yeah.
and... You did?
Yeah, but then I stopped doing that. I kind of like trying a whole bunch of things.
Oh, okay.
Like new things here and there.
Yeah.
So I don't really have like a definite one. But right now I'm more into painting.
Oh, what kind of paint?
Acrylic.
Acrylic. Okay, so why acrylic? What's the difference between acrylic, oil, and watercolor and all
The
that?
difference between acrylic and watercolor, acrylic tends to dry faster.
Huh.
It's a little bit more like richer and bolder in
Yeah.
color, whereas watercolor it tends to be a little bit finicky.
Yeah.
Because you have to work with like basically water and has to have like a specific type of paper for it to give that effect, that faded.
Any brands that you want to throw out there, just in case we get sponsored?
brands. I don't know.
How many views do we get? Hey, we have like 50 views or 100 views maybe. Maybe we'll get a sponsor for 100 views. What got you into art?
My mom would always have like a bunch of like paint or like whatever like coloring thing or
Did they do art?
no, not necessarily. My mom just kind of like, here you go, have fun at it. Just
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. And so
Yeah.
when did you start taking it seriously?
I think I took it seriously in maybe in middle school or like near high school because I didn't think I was good.
Uh-huh.
I just did it just because it was fun.
Yeah. But like, did kids around you be like, wow, that's good?
No, kind of, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
Like,
I just
still might not be good.
yeah.
Art heroes. Anybody that you really looked up to that really kind of shaped the way you do art? And...
No, there's a bunch. Like I literally watch like, I don't have like a specific favorite necessarily. I just like watching other people, and if I like what they do, I kind of just like save it just to have like.
You're talking about like on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube
Oh,
or
okay.
Instagram. If I like what they do, I try to like do it for myself or
Yeah.
try to like practice it. Like for example, like embroidery too. Like I don't know how to do it, but if I like it
Yeah.
and somehow I can possibly do it, then
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Yeah. before YouTube, I don't know how we knew how to do anything.
Yeah.
Just to be honest.
I just kind of wing it, and that's so bad sometimes.
No, you can learn how to do anything.
That's true.
Yeah. Like Procreate on iPad now.
Yeah.
You can, well, I mean, it's cheating kind of because you're not actually physically
Yeah.
doing it, but you can emulate it.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. What do you want to do with your art?
With my art, I think right now it's just for fun.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like a creative outlet? kind of
Yeah.
thing?
Just to, during these times, I guess, just
Yeah.
to like express it, I guess.
So you're not looking for like a career in the arts?
I would want it to be kind
like what?
of
Dream job?
dream job. I have no necessarily a dream job because I didn't think it would, and if it ever did, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
I mean, it just takes one person to like actually like your painting, a very famous person probably,
Yeah.
and then
Pay you $1 million
yeah,
for it.
exactly.
No big deal.
Yeah,
And then get some hype, and then all of a sudden you're in the museum.
exactly. The ultimate dream.
Well, when we were kids, like anybody that wanted to be an artist, people, basically, like, encourage them not to be an artist.
Yeah,
which is
that's
kinda
the thing
sad.
too. Yeah,
But now things have changed so much because, like, the digital realm, like cameras or
That's true.
graphic design, or now even YouTube, like doing instructionals and stuff like
That's
that.
true,
You can
yeah.
actually make a career. How does art? This is the deep question. Okay.
Oh wow,
How does your art connect with your spiritual life?
spiritual life.
In any way. It might not, but some. And I've heard like art is one of those things that like connects you with the beauty of creation if you're painting landscapes or whatever. Like what. In what way has art connected you spiritually?
Spiritually, I think as of now, I think more on like fellowship, I guess, like getting to know someone. Because I mean, they could honestly, there have been a couple of times actually, for the past like maybe month or so, like me and my friends would have like a painting session or a drawing session,
Together?
and we just paint. Yeah,
Oh.
in like FaceTime or whatever. Even if it's so bad, they're terrible at it, we just go at it and just paint whatever.
That's so smart. As much as I like have a problem with today's technology and just being at screens, there's some things that we're doing now. That's a brilliant idea. I never thought about it. Here's some practical questions. What gets you into the zone?
Honestly, maybe like I have to be like in my room, I guess, or like with all the stuff prepared or whatever.
It's your studio.
Yeah.
And the last question, what advice would you give to budding artists? Like let's say one of those rising sixth graders are listening to this or watching this video. What advice would you give them? Or what would you tell them?
I would tell them, I guess, don't give up in a sense, because I actually was really into art at one point, and then I stopped for a really long time, and then for some odd reason I ended up picking up at it again, and not every art has to be perfect. Just make at it, like
That's really
even
good.
if it's perfect.
What made
even
you
if
stop?
it-
Do you remember?
I think I just got like self-conscious about it, that I just like, oh, it had to be
Perfect.
like perfect, and
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like such a perfectionist at certain things that it has to be that way, or else I'll like forget about it and
Yeah.
then come back at it, or never touch it again. But I've realized that maybe just take a break and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good advice. Well, Andrey, thank you so much for being with us. I hope that you do some really more cool paintings. And do you know your Instagram handle?
Yeah.
Say it out loud so that people
Andrey
can follow.
3000.
Andrey 3000? Andrey 3000.
3000, yeah.
So look her up on Instagram. Thanks, Andrey. I'll see you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I was watching Trainers Club. That guy goes, "Here we go." That guy, when Rayquaza first dropped, he got 6 shinies that day. I'm like, that job. Episode 3, and in case you're new here, there was just a moth. Welcome, Dongju. Welcome, Elizabeth. Which one should we call you?
Honestly, I don't care.
Oh yeah, it kind of goes both, right?
Yeah.
Everyone at school they call you Elizabeth, right? Dongju, what kind of food did you bring us today?
Today we have tropical smoothie.
Yum. Is this something that's just become popular? Because I don't remember people from OLC going to tropical smoothie that often.
Oh, embarrassing. I didn't spill.
Actually,
Yes,
I went
did.
with Shania
No,
one
it's
time
fine.
last year, I think. Oh, this is for Josiah. Here you go, Josiah. I feel bad for Josiah because I keep putting in the same order for both of us.
My straws do be falling.
Waiting anxiously for the straws. My mouth is parched.
All right, we're good.
Oh dear. What am I going to do?
Uh-oh.
All right, so I got a Blimey Limey, which has lime and lime in it.
Tasty.
Did you read what Blimey Limey has in it? Because I don't remember. All I know is this is what I get every time. I'm the kind of person that gets the same thing
Me too.
every time.
Me too.
So it sucks if I go to a new restaurant and I find the one thing I like already. I never try anything else.
I do that. My mom hates me for it though, because my mom's the opposite.
She
She
tries
always
everything.
gets.
Your mom does
anything.
seem adventurous.
But I like to play it safe. If I know what I like, I'm gonna get that.
So what did you
know.
get?
I got island green.
What?
Island green.
Green? What is the green in it?
Kale. I think spinach. I have no idea.
You need to make better decisions.
But it tastes good.
Kale tastes like angry green food.
But I think it's the banana that makes up for it.
Huh.
Like
I do like banana flavors.
the fruitiness kind of overtakes it. So,
What's your favorite medium? What do you usually do?
my favorite is watercolor.
Oh,
But the thing is, it's hard. Like
is so
it's
hard.
super hard.
isn't it
So-
watercolor where you have to plan the whole thing out?
Yeah, because if you put color on somewhere, it's like acrylic. You can kind of cover it up
Right.
if you try hard enough.
Right.
But watercolor,
It's it.
It's it.
But there's a technique I used to, because I used to be really into art and I loved watercolor too. But isn't there like a dry brushing technique? And you can put that over watercolor, right?
Yeah.
But in general, when you want that watercolor effect,
You need like an idea of what you want,
Mm.
especially because of white space and like
Yeah.
the water where you place it.
uh-huh.
It's tricky, but if I do it right, it's pretty,
Yeah.
and that's what I like
I think
about
watercolor is beautiful.
it. Yeah.
All right, what got you into art?
I don't know like when I started liking art, but one of like my biggest points was where I had to go from what was that, CT Walker.
Uh-huh.
So in 5th grade,
Yeah.
in order to go to Davidson, like there's this whole audition process. And like one of the auditions was for art, and that was to bring your own piece and you draw something there.
Oh.
So I needed to bring my own piece, but I didn't like anything per se. So that was when I think I had an art tutor for like 3 months maybe, and I started like actually doing art there. So that was like my peak point, I guess.
Yeah. So Davidson, and I know I've talked to some people about that, but it's a pretty in-depth interview process, right? You have to dance, don't you have to dance?
It's so awkward.
Even if you're not a dancer.
No, you have to do all the arts. Well, all.
Right.
Like.
And they watch you do it.
Uh-huh. You have to sing Happy Birthday. That was the most awkward thing I've ever done in my life.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But then you get accepted and then you emphasize something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in your case, it was art.
It was art for middle school. So for in 8th grade, I did art and orchestra.
Oh, okay.
But in 9th grade, I know some people who did both to fine arts, but I didn't because I wanted to get my like requirements in and do extra academic classes. So I had to choose orchestra. But till 8th grade, I did do art in
Yeah.
school. So not gonna lie, I kind of reached my peak in 5th grade.
Did you say 5th grade?
Yes, all of my good artwork
Uh-huh.
are from 5th grade. Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about who's your art hero, if there is anybody.
I guess it would be my teacher, which
Uh-huh.
I don't know her name. Like, it was 5th grade. Like, I don't remember a single thing. She helped me a lot with watercolor.
Okay.
And she's the one who introduced me, like, how to actually use and balance the
Yeah.
color and, like, the medium itself. So she helped me a lot.
In defense of you, when I was a kid, I interacted with a bunch of adults, you know what I mean? And I never knew any of their names, except for my teachers, you know what I mean?
Like,
But, yeah.
I might recognize her face. Actually, I'm pretty sure I will.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
probably.
but like her name,
Mhm.
I wouldn't like be like, this is her name.
Share your favorite piece of art you've done and why.
My favorite was the fruit piece that I did for my audition.
Uh-huh.
I think that, okay, so my tutoring took me like an hour every week. So it was 1 day per week.
Uh-huh.
And it took me like 3 weeks, I think, to go through it. But it's like the most detailed piece I've done. And it actually looks the best too, like in my opinion. There's a little bit of flaws to it, but it was like my best watercolor piece.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see it. I remember going to your house and like seeing some of your art and just be astounded. Especially since I do remember now that you were like, yeah, that was when I was middle school. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
I can't replicate it though, so.
What does art look like for your future? Are you trying to get into something with the arts, like as a career or more schooling or something like that?
Probably not a career.
Uh-huh.
I definitely think I'm gonna go to STEM, but it's like art has always been like my side kind of thing, where
like an outlet.
So I've been recently doing a lot of digital drawing on Procreate.
Oh, nice.
So like I'm just practicing. Like I'm not good at it at all, but I'm like practicing and trying to figure out how it works right now.
Procreate is amazing. We just got it and watching what my kids are doing on it, and I haven't even touched it. I'm like, they're already way ahead of me. How does art for you connect with your spiritual life?
I feel like with art, okay, so the thing for me is that I'm creative per se, but I can't, I guess, grab something random from my imagination and like just put it out. Like, I need a reference kind of thing, right? So with me, when I think of verses or like when I read a verse, I picture it in my head.
Oh, weird.
So it's like weird that I do that kind of, but there's like always been a part of me that wants to like put it down on paper, but I always had a hard time trying to do that. By, I guess, me practicing to like replicate what I see, I kind of bring that with me when I try to go through a Bible because it's so hard. It's so confusing. There's so many things I don't understand.
Right.
If I find a symbol for it and like think of it that way, I kind of understand it better, I guess.
No, I totally get that.
So that's
there's
kind of
people
like
that are visual learners and things like that. Okay, what inspires you? When you don't feel like doing art, what inspires you to do art?
People who I hang out around with, because one, for Sean, like she's doing these crazy things digitally, and like I'm like trying to understand how she does it and everything, and like when I see people post about it online, and they do random word like drawings,
word art,
it kind of like makes me want to do the same, I guess. And I've made a lot of art friends at school, and so my friend Saya, she also does art a lot, and she kind of inspires me a lot too.
It is cool when you're around people that do art, because then it makes you better. I find that with music too. When I play guitar and around people that play guitar, it inspires me. Last question, what advice would you give to budding artists? Somebody that's in 6th grade or 5th grade, or one of our rising 6th graders that are coming up now.
I would say just do it. Like, it doesn't hurt to just try to put it down on paper, I guess. Because for me, if I think of an idea, I always write it down. And there are times where I try to go back to it, but I'll forget. Like, I'll forget.
What does this mean?
So I just like write a phrase. It's gonna be really messy, but I just try to brain dump onto it. So that's kind of an advice.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I think that's helpful. I think when inspiration strikes, sometimes you're not ready to actually draw it or paint it out. So writing it down and just doing it. Andrey kind of said something similar to that too. You know, don't let perfectionism kind of stop you and things like that. That's super helpful, especially I think like you're inspired by Sean. I feel like if people look at you and they see your art, because every time I see your art, I'm just astounded. Then you know that would inspire other people to do art too. So that's pretty cool. Well, Dongju, thank you so much for being with us today. You did great. Shout out to all the TikTok hand gestures and the ear things. And, you know, but hope you stay safe. School starts. All right. See you later. Bye. Do this.
I keep doing it.
Speak with the British accent. I'm almost done. I know, that's your job. You're the grip.
Oh my god. So toxic.
Why is everything toxic to you, Chris? Hey, Andrew. we have Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
Hello.
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
All right, what's our food for today?
Firehouse subs.
Do you really like Firehouse, or did you just choose it?
I really like Firehouse.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's like a new thing for me.
Wait, you haven't had it before?
I had it for the first time like last week.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Firehouse.
Me too.
Did you guys get that sauce?
Yeah, I got you the
Oh, it's
the
right there.
Firehouse sauce. Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's what makes it.
Oh yeah.
Did you get some of the sauce for you?
No.
Dude, I'm serious.
Yeah, next time.
That's what makes Firehouse good. I mean, everything else too is good too.
Yeah.
But anyway, wait. So what made you get it last week?
Oh, I got it at work with Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess he likes it too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think Firehouse is the best subs, but I know people hate me for that. But all right, but we're talking about the arts today. So Andrew, I've seen your artwork. You're a tremendous artist.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Like I remember we went to Red Robin, and
Yeah.
you had just gotten back from New York,
Mhm.
and then you were showing everybody at the table like pictures of your art. And I know that you hate like talking about it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
but I was like blown away. I had no idea
Thank you.
like how
Thank
good
you.
it was. And so we're gonna show some of his artwork too on the video. But so what's your favorite medium?
My favorite medium is probably just pencil. Just pencil. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, but in New York you did a ton of like all these different.
Yeah, I've like dabbled in like painting and like charcoal and stuff, but
Wait, that other stuff was dabbling?
yeah, kind of. That was like I didn't do any painting until I went there actually. That's why my pencil skills are like a little better than painting.
Well, when people see it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that was dabbling," because it's so good. So, you got any favorite brands that you want to throw out?
I would say actually to not worry about the brand and just do it as cheap as possible.
Oh, like a
just
number 2 pencil?
Yeah, number 2 pencil, printer paper.
You know how they have those sheets, all the different types of lead, like HB.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You don't care about any of that stuff.
It does matter if you're gonna do something like that's gonna take a lot of time, but I would say just practicing, just do it as cheap as possible,
Okay,
guys. Yeah.
That's good advice. Like, how'd you know that you were good and all that stuff?
Of course, like everyone says, like didn't start out good. I just met this guy in my high school, and then we started like making a comic book together, and it was awful. So
Wait, so you started drawing in high school?
yeah, I started drawing. I think like sophomore or junior year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of late.
Yeah. You know what? I think a lot of people think about art in terms of like singing. Like you're either good at it or you're not good at it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you said like you started in high school and you had to work to get good.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you name one person or event that shaped your art into what it is now?
I would say, yeah, I would say moving from, I moved from San Francisco to Connecticut, and when I did that, I like had nothing to do. I had like no friends, and then I was surrounded at the church by like all these like super achievers. Like there's people going to like the Junior Olympics, getting like gold medals.
Like kids in the youth group?
Yeah, like people my age in high school at the time.
Wow.
And like I just felt like such a loser. Like I was good at nothing. I didn't do anything like for fun.
Yeah.
So I made a choice to like try to choose something to get good at. And it took a couple tries to like land on something that stuck. Like I tried taekwondo, I tried something else. I tried like designing stuff, like graphic design. That didn't stick either. So yeah, I landed on
really
drawing.
good advice too. Like it's easy to be like, well, I'm not good at anything, but actually looking for something to be good at.
Yeah, yeah.
What year was that, by the way? Or what grade were you in when you moved from San Francisco to Connecticut?
Oh, I was at the end of my freshman year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're a little bit older.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Wow. And so when you started to draw then, it was your junior year when you really started to take it more serious? Like
Yeah,
started to do that
yeah.
project? Okay, that's cool. What do you do with your art after you're done with it?
At the moment, I don't really do too much with it. It kind of just stays at home.
Where do you keep it?
In my room under like.
You said it was in a garage in a garbage bag.
Yeah, well, just some of them.
That is like that's a travesty.
Yeah, it kind of stresses me out to look at them because,
Because all the pressure and
yeah,
the
yeah.
stress. Yeah, it's kind of weird about how like something that you love can become like so overwhelming when you know that your future has to be aligned with it or has to
Yeah.
make the way for your future. Yeah, I totally get that. What does art look like for your future now? Like, are you looking for a career in art?
Initially, I thought art was something I wanted to do professionally, but very recently I decided to not go that route. It just seemed like it wouldn't make sense financially, and yeah, I just had to be a little more realistic, maybe. I don't know.
Well, do you think you're going to keep doing art even if it's not for a career?
Yeah, I would like to. Recently, that just hasn't been the case. It's been, yeah, it's just been stressing me out, so I kind of been taking a break. But eventually, I plan to start getting back into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, it'll be an outlet rather than be a stressor.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What inspires you to do art when you don't feel like doing art, like drawing? What inspires you?
Sometimes looking at other artists can help, but a lot of the times it stresses me out as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, wow, I think like, wow, I'm never gonna be that good. Like, I should just quit. But then other times, yeah, it's inspiring. Also, watching movies helps me a lot, I think.
Yeah. So you mentioned movies. So what movie has inspired you lately? If you name one.
Yeah, like Wes Anderson's work, really.
Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
It's like every shot is like perfectly.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Denis Villeneuve.
Why was that name familiar? What has he done?
He's done Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, okay.
He has Dune coming out. That's exciting.
Oh, he's redoing Dune?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that movie.
Yeah.
That book too. It's pretty old, so I don't know if most people know about it. But
Oh, the book? Yeah.
yeah, the book.
I read that book too. Yeah.
Yeah. But you said Blade Runner, super stylistic.
Yeah. Every vehicle, every city shot has to been like must have been like really hard to make, and that's really fun to look at.
So do you buy like the directors or the the behind the scenes looks?
Yeah. I look at the director's cuts, and then I buy the art of books. Sometimes it's like the art of Blade Runner books or art of Star Wars books. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just like drawings of it, or
Yeah, it's they put all the initial like pre-production drawings and like sketches that went into the final product.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
The last question I have is, what's something that you've tried to communicate through your art?
With my work, I try to stay away from like deeper meanings and just stick to representational stuff and things that are just visually interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to communicate certain moods, I guess, but not so much meanings or
Right. Like
yeah.
saying that this is giving this message out.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
artwork. Yeah, that's an interesting thought, because I always kind of thought of art as something like giving a message.
Yeah.
I think Banksy's kind of like that, right? Does he give a message with his art? I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, with like his graffiti stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting that art is oftentimes where you walk into a room and see a piece there, and it like draws your eye. And you
Yeah.
want to just look at it.
Yeah.
And, something I was thinking about was Mona Lisa.
Oh,
with
right.
that mysterious smile. People are wondering what's going on behind the scene.
Yeah.
Why did he paint that? But there's not like a clear message. It's just
No,
super
yeah.
interesting to
Yeah,
watch or look at.
ambiguous.
Yeah. Well, that's all I had, Andrew. Thank you so much for,
thank
for taking
you.
the time to be interviewed. You did good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you later.
See you.
All right. Bye.
Oh